Sometimes when you see a guitar, you just have to have it. That's exactly what happened here. I saw this one listed. It was only 99 bucks. I placed the order. It got super popular. Right now, this is probably closer to 200. I think it's like 160 to 180, and it's here. So we're gonna check it out. I am expecting a budget quality, but definitely a nice looking guitar that could probably use some upgrades. Has decent playability, hopefully is decently set up out of the box. And later, I will share my actual expectations versus reality. So let's find out what we actually have. This packaging is pretty sweet. It's got the kind of softer foam. It's not like that styrofoam with pellets everywhere. That headstock is beautiful. Check that out. That's cool. That's very cool. There it is. Oh man, that neck and that fretboard. This is sweet. So this is a set neck. There's no bolt on here. It's like this cream colored, mint green, surf green. The action looks pretty sweet. Like I'm thinking just under 2 millimeters at the 12th. This is sweet. It's a really good weight. I'd say around 8 pounds, probably a hair less. Kind of standard Les Paul layout here. 2-tone, 2-volume. 3-position switch for the 2 humbuckers. Oh, damn. It does have stainless frets with the ball ends. Not a single sharp edge to be found. It does have a truss rod cover. That fretboard, like it's this high gloss maple. Look at those inlays. I feel some like minor scratchiness on the frets, so it just needs a better polish. I think, oh, part of it is these strings. So it does need new strings. It's got some like manufacturing debris on it, kind of your typical dust and dirt. That's what happens when these things spend time in factories, get packaged, get shipped, get stored, get shipped again. So I wouldn't worry about that. Man, I've never heard of Fojill until recently, but this is impressive. I don't understand how this was $99. Now let's take a look here. The beautiful artwork on the headstock. The tuners are pretty basic, but I really like the shape. We've got the really cool sort of like mushroom shaped knobs. I really like these strap buttons too. So they're not just the super basic, super cheap ones. And we have some access panels on the back. This is for the switch, and this lets you access the pots and the jack super easily. I'm almost like speechless. This is, at least initially, this is better than I expected. If I were rating this on looks alone, looks and even the feel alone, like this would pretty much get pure marks. Like this would get all pretty much top scores. This is sweet. There really isn't any sculpting here at the heel, which we're seeing more and more lately. Like Firefly guitars are known for the sculpting here more recently. I'm gonna check out the action here. And that's correct. It is exactly 1.75 at the 12th fret. I'm totally fine with that. The pots turn really smoothly. It feels like the nut on a couple of them could be slightly tightened just so it doesn't kind of slop around a little. But I think over time that can loosen up, so I would want to do it now. But these knobs I do really like too. I'm a big fan of this style knob. I think it looks classy. And I think it fits this guitar really well with the black pickup rings, the black headstock. I think all that comes together pretty nicely. Now, I bought this with the intention of probably replacing the pickups. I don't know if I'm going to need to. So I'm gonna spend some time, get it tuned up, try it out, plug it in, and I will show you when we come back. Man, this thing looks pretty awesome. So here we are back. It's been a few days. I've had a little bit of time to spend with this guitar, not as much as I'd like, but hey, that's about to change because the cameras are rolling. Not plugged in yet. Really nice sustain and resonance. Oh, this thing. I didn't expect to like a $100 guitar so much. Let's plug it in. Now, this is very similar to another listing that they had up. That one listed Alnico 5 pickups. This one, it didn't specify. I don't know, but I'm pretty curious. The ratio on these tuners is pretty low. It seems to actually have some playable strings on it. I don't just cut the strings off a brand new guitar when I get it. It's nice because you can use the strings that are on it to get a basic setup, change the strings, and then intonate it and kind of do the finishing touches. Because I've had times where I've decided afterward to change the tuners. I like to do that on the factory strings. Starting at the headstock, I'd say pretty nice paint. Not perfect. I think the black really ties the guitar together. I think the Perloid-ish logo looks pretty awesome too. I'd say the truss rod cover looks kind of cheap. It doesn't have any bevel on the edge. The nut appears to be cut pretty well. I think it's just a hair high, but like not to the point where it should really throw things off. Really nice cream binding. And I do see a few little like kind of marks in the paint which appear to be under the clear coat. Very, very subtle. I'm just noticing them now. And this, I've looked at this quite a bit. 2 volume, 2 tone. Switch up here in a kind of traditional location, which I do not mind at all. Set neck on a $99 guitar. It's $160 right now, I just checked. Very, very beautiful. Like this really looks like a much more expensive guitar. I'm just gonna run through all the pickups. The middle is definitely a lot louder than the bridge, listen. No volume adjustment. I'm playing softer now, I don't want to blow out the mic. Really nice tone. This is the neck. So I had that slightly muted and this thing really rings out. It's almost got like a nice bell tone. The neck feels kind of chunky, a little bit, not crazy, not Les Paul crazy, not baseball bat thick, but it feels a little chunky. Little dirty. Stay tuned for my 8-word review that's coming up next, along with expectations versus reality for the Fojill LP. This is a fun guitar. I'm definitely not used to the neck profile. It might be a C, it might almost be like a D, but it feels pretty thick. So this is my 8-word review for this Fojill LP. I can't believe it. What color should I get next? Overall, this is a really beautiful guitar. I think it sounds pretty good. I do like the sound of the pickups. For 99 bucks, I really don't think you're gonna find a much better deal. Even for 160 bucks full price, I don't think you're gonna find many options out there that look this good and play this good right out of the box for that price. I did not make any adjustments. I just tuned it up. Now, expectations versus reality. I had no idea what to expect when I clicked to purchase this thing. I know the price was pretty incredible. I was expecting this to be much lower in quality. I thought it was going to look pretty good, sound decent, but need some major upgrades. I thought it would still be worth the purchase at 99 bucks. However, you just saw the review. Whether this thing was 200 or 300 or 99 bucks, either way, it's a great deal. This fretboard is one of the nicest that I've seen on any guitar recently. I really don't know what else to say. Like this is fantastic. I really would like to go get one of the other colors. This is pretty awesome. I think I'm probably going to upgrade the tuners, make that tuning a little bit easier. It would stabilize it a little bit because the tuning stability isn't great, but that could be the strings. I didn't feel like there was much binding in the nut or anything. I'm very, very happy with this purchase. And I totally think you would be too. So if you're on the fence about it, I would say it's worth every penny.